So, our observations, perhaps her observations were different. You and I are in the crypto community, so we observe different things than she does, and perhaps her observations, she was looking for what she wanted to see, and perhaps we were looking for what we wanted to see. But our observations, as we went to Lote 23, for example, which is a weekly gathering of Puerto Ricans, and there are lots of new residents, anybody who's American and moves there becomes Puerto Rican, essentially, because it's just like we live in North Carolina. We're Tar Heels. We weren't born and raised here, but we're Tar Heels now because we live in North Carolina. We're residents. So if Brock Pierce moves to Puerto Rico, he's a Puerto Rican. He lives there. He's Puerto Rican. It's a part of the United States. We saw loads of born and raised Puerto Ricans at this weekly gathering. There were thousands of people. There were so many people at this event, and it's well attended and packed.
Yeah, where was Naomi Klein at these events? These are the young people of Puerto Rico, this generation that's embracing new technology, venture capital, startups, cryptocurrency, which is the way to take the solar energy projects she talks about and to network them and to capitalize them and to proliferate them and to create something that would be crypto solar generated power distribution. Where was she at any of these events? I mean, she likes to lecture folks and say, look, I'm a lefty, I have moral superiority, but I don't want to have any skin in the game. I don't want to take any chances. I'll go on Democracy Now! And Amy Goodman and pontificate for 30 minutes, but God forbid that I actually do something except, just wave my hand and give it like a benediction over something that I say should be but never is.
And I want to quickly wrap up with this. We pointed out what crypto is about, and that is a response to the bailouts of the banks using our tax money and basically laundering fraud on behalf of those banksters. And secondly, part of the issue that she addresses, which is the disaster zone that is the electric grid there, is partly because they don't have sovereignty. They have a very bizarre situation in Puerto Rico. We covered it. They have the Jones Act. They have to import all this oil from America. It costs twice as much as anywhere else. And what cryptocurrency involves, and what we've shown and demonstrated and we talked about, is it has individual sovereignty. So while they themselves have a domestic issue of should they be a state, should they not be a state, regardless, they are a colony. They are a weird sort of, they're not fully a state. They don't have full rights of a sovereign nation. They don't have full rights of a state within the United States. So at least with cryptocurrency, they could establish individual sovereignty.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a
Max Keiser does a great job of bringing up this issue where there is a lot of government corruption. There's a lot of inefficient governments that abuse the people. And cryptocurrency is the revolution, the revolt, the counter protest to all of this. And I have to agree that there is a lot of governments, not just the United States, even though Max Keiser loves to rip on the U.S. government the most. But there's a lot of bad governments that do things in their own self-interest and screw the people. And that's why a lot of this monetary policy, a lot of the currency of these countries goes to shit. It's because, corrupt governments load up a bunch of debt, or in the U.S. example, they use their money to bail out large corporations and allow a few people to basically protect their stocks and their profits at the cost of, the common person. And I'm not going to go into a crazy political debate because this is more of a cryptocurrency-centric news coverage. But long term, there's a lot of bad governments, and there's certain things you can do to protest. One is, maybe try to elect better officials that hopefully won't be corrupt. But even right now, it's very hard to know if they won't be corrupt. And I guess an example of this is Obama. He preached a lot. I mean, even Trump. They both preached a lot of change. And when it came to coming to power, they kind of sold out because you need money to win elections. And cryptocurrency can help keep governments accountable and also allow people to have, other than protesting in the streets and doing demonstration, another way to store their value and to kind of battle governments that really don't look out for the best interests of the people. But let me know what you guys think. This is a very interesting issue. I'm not trying to make my channel super political, but at the same time, with this down cryptocurrency market, you really do have to have a philosophy or a belief of why you're investing into this. And one of my main reasons is I want this technology to become better so we can address a lot of these government issues where they're doing whatever with our tax dollars and we don't really have a way to counter that. We don't control the Federal Reserve, and a lot of monetary policy, it's controlled by elites, and the whole idea of decentralization is trying to battle this. So let me know what you guys think. And on a lighter note, we are about to hit 6,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for watching. If you have a chance, please share this with other people. The goal of the channel is hopefully 10,000 by the end of the year, but now it's looking closer and closer, which is awesome. Once again, I really appreciate the audience. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate the comments. They really do help with producing good content, and I will talk to you guys soon.